Hello and welcome. So we're going to be looking at mathematics today, and we all know the platform we are using, educateafricans.com. For those of us that are joining us for the first time, so once you get to your browser, just type in educateafricans.com, click on students registration, and get registered. So once you're registered, you'll be able to view the videos and also take the lectures on your own. Okay, so having done that, every day as we want to have class, you're going to click on all courses. Once you click on all courses, you should be able to see the courses, and you're going to pick out the ones that you are interested in. Okay, so you can see these are the courses: geography, Christian religion, literature. So all of them have both video and text part of the lectures. So I'm going to scroll down and find mathematics, which is what we have today. So the mathematics we are using is the one by Precious Salimi, and I'm going to click on it. Okay, so these are the courses, most of them that you need for your JAMB or your WAEC. They are all captured. So when you scroll down, like I just clicked on mathematics, I'm going to scroll down. So when you scroll down, you're going to see the different courses. We started just using your curriculum, these number-based systems. We have conversion from base 1 to other bases, fractions, simple interest, logarithms, sorts, set theory, indices, Venn diagram, algebra, progression, measure of location and central tendency, probability, statistics, plane measuration, quadratic equation, longitude, latitude, construction, geometry, trig, distance along great circles, sequence and series, differentiation and integration, pie chart, probability, blah, blah, blah. So almost everything you need is here. So go through them. Each of them that you open, you'll see both video and textual part, and even quiz to test out your knowledge on what you've done. Okay. Okay. So am I having something online? Something, are you on? Okay. So we're gonna continue. So today I want us to look at series and sequence. Very important. They come out every year in both your JAMB and your WAEC. So please go through these and you're going to be happy with it. We have a lot of courses we've covered. I'm going to click on this series and sequence, and I'm going to click on this so that we'll look at it now. Okay. Okay. So we're going to understand what series and sequence, what they are in this class. And I hope all of us are aware of our 5-year past question assignment that we gave out the last time. So in the assignment, everybody is supposed to do 5 years of past questions. And you're supposed to write the questions, write the answers, and submit them to the WhatsApp group. Everybody is required to do that. So how you do it is that you have a booklet, you write the question, write the answer from 1 to 40 that you have in that very past question. Then you snap it with your phone and send to the WhatsApp. Now, in the last 3 weeks, we looked at 2018. Last 2 weeks, we looked at 2020. Okay, this week we are looking at 2010. So we are covering lots of past questions, which is very, very important for you if you're preparing to have the stamina for you to write and write effectively. So that's why we are covering those past questions. So please make sure that you do them. They are important, they are required, and they are compulsory. And they are very good for you. Okay, so let's understand what sequence and series are. So please, if you can see the write-up on the board, we have that a sequence is a succession of terms such that the terms are related to one another according to a well-defined rule. So whenever you have terms, you have term 1, term 2, term 3, but these terms are related to one another according to a defined rule. We call such an arrangement of numbers a sequence. So we're going to look at one now. Now we have a sequence of 5, 11, 17, 23. So this is a succession of terms, but they are obeying a particular rule. So what is that rule? So you can see in the brackets where we stated the rule. The rule is simply that we multiply the set of positive integers by 6 and subtract by 1. So what are the sets of positive integers? The sets of positive integers are, say, 1, 2, 3, 4. So once you multiply any of them by 6 and subtract by 1, subtract 1 from it, you get the first of these rules. So the first positive integer is 1. So multiply 1 by 6. 1 times 6 is 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. That's how we got this one. So to get the second one, the second positive integer is 2. 2 times 6 is what? 12. 12 minus 1, 11. That's how we got this 11. The third positive integer is 3. 3 times 6 is 18. 18 minus 1, you get 17. The fourth positive integer is 4. 4 times 6 is 24. 24 minus 1 is 23. So you see the way we got this succession of terms. We got them by simply obeying this rule. And the rule is that you must multiply the set of positive integers by 6 and subtract 1 from it. And that's why we say that a sequence is a succession of terms such that the terms are related to one another according to a well-defined rule. So there must be a rule governing how the successions happen. Okay, Oluwase, do we understand what a sequence is now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Samuel, did you understand what I just explained about a sequence?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Chika, did you understand what a sequence is, or do I come again? You're just joining.
Sir, please come again.
Okay, so I'm going to take it again. Okay, we say that a sequence is a succession of terms, just that the terms are related to one another according to a well-defined rule. Now, this is a succession of terms. You have this term 1, term 2, term 3. So how are these terms related to one another? That's well, we say they are related to one another according to a well-defined rule. So what is the rule governing this? The rule governing this is that you multiply set of positive integers by 6 and subtract by 1. The first positive integer is 1. 1 times 6 is 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. That's how we got this 5. The second positive integer is 2. 2 times 6 is 12. 12 minus 1, you get 11. That's how we got this 11. The third positive integer is 3. 3 times 6 is 18. 18 minus 1 is 17. That's how we got this 17. The first positive integer is 4. 4 times 6 is 12. 12 minus 1 is 24. 4 times 6 is 24. 24 minus 1 is 23. And that's how we got this series. Chika, is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there must be a rule that they follow. So let's take another example. So this is another sequence of numbers. And like I say, sequence is simply a succession of terms. So this is first term, this is second term, this is third term. By the time we go forward, you
Yes, sir, it is.
how the terms are called. Okay, so now you have the rule. Inside the bracket is where you normally have the rules. Okay, so this is the rule this is obeying. So we have 3 to the power 0. 3 to the power 0 is what? 3 to the power 0 is 1. Anything to the power 0 is 1. Check, are we clear on that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the second term is after 1, 9. You replace n with 2. 2 minus 1 is what? 1. 3 to the power 1 is 3. That's how we got this 3. Now, after 2, the next term is 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. 3 to the power 2 is 9. That's how we got this 9. Then after 3, we have 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 to the power 3 is 27. Then after that, we have 5. 5 minus 1 is 4. 3 to the power 4 is 81. So, Chika, did you understand the second series sequence?
Yes, I
Is it
do.
clear? Okay, Samuel, what about you?
Yeah, it's great.
Chika, what about Samuel? Did you understand the second one?
Yes, I did. I do understand.
Huh?
I understand.
Okay.
Yes.
Oluwaseyi, what about you?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, so let's keep moving forward. So this is based on the rules. The nth term of a sequence is represented by Tn. So whenever you hear the word Tn, we are simply trying to represent the nth term. Tn, that is the general way of representing the nth term. T subscript n. While you can also have other terms like the first term, second term, third term, and they are all written as for first term is T1, for second term is T2, for third term is T3. So that is how they are written. So now let's take an example. The nth term of a sequence is given by 3 times 2 to the power n minus 2. Write down the first 3 terms of the sequence. Who can attempt that for us? So this is the nth term. So they now ask you to write the first 3 terms. That means for the first time you substitute n with what? Check out what do you substitute n with for the first time? Chika, what are you going to substitute n with? Okay, let me go. Oluwaseyi, what do you substitute n with for the first term?
1.
1. Samuel, what do you substitute n with for the second term?
2.
2, good. And for the third term, you substitute with 3.
Yeah.
So that's simply what they want. So if we put 1 here, it becomes 1 minus 2. And 1 minus 2 is minus 1. And minus 1 is the same thing as saying 1 over 2. So we have 3 over 2. That's why this is the case here. For the second term, you have 2 minus 2, 2 minus 2, which is 0. And 2 to the power 0. Anything to the power 0 is 1. So you have 3 times 1, 3. So the first term is 3 over 2. The second term is 3. The third term will be, we have 3 here. 3 minus 2, 1. 2 to the power 1, 2. 2 times 3 is 6. So the first term is 3 over 2. The second term is 3. And the third term is 6. Are we clear on this?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so this is perfect. So now I believe everybody now know what a series is. So you can see that is it then. So I'm going to allow this video to play a little bit so that those of us that are joining us for the first time, you're going to be able to enjoy this video. These videos I've already sent them to the WhatsApp group where most of you belong to. So you can simply download it and use it. If you're finding it difficult downloading the movies, the videos, then you might have to pay for the flash so that I'll send it across to you so that you can play with the flash. The flash, you can plug it to your phone and play from your phone or plug it to your system. So you can see the way all of them are arranged. For term 1, you substitute n with 1. For term 2, you substitute n with 2, and for term 3, you substitute n with 3. So that is that. Very importantly, you need to understand what a sequence is, and we say that a sequence is a succession of terms so that the terms are related according to a well-defined rule. So that is what I try to explain in this video. So I'm gonna move forward. Okay. So I believe that this was clear. So I'm gonna move forward. Please, if you want to get down notes, you can also screenshot as we are playing so that you can get down the notes, study it, and be able to relate to them. So I'm gonna move down to the next thing we'll have for today. So last 2 weeks, we looked at calculus. Okay, so please let's look at some APs and GPs. Having understood what a series is, let's look at AP and GP, okay? Okay, so let's start with this geometric progression and take note of some formulas. So a geometric sequence of progression, GP, is a sequence in which any two consecutive terms differ by a constant multiple or factor. So this is against what we will see in AP in future. So the constant multiple factor is known as the common ratio, R, while the first term is denoted by A. So this is an example of a geometric progression. So you have 6, 18, 54, 162. Here the common ratio is 3. Whereas here we have 16, 24, 36, 54, and so on. The common ratio here is 1 whole number 1/2. The first term denoted by A is this very first term here. For the first sequence of geometric progression, the first term is 6 and the common ratio is 8. For the second one, the first term is 16, as you can see here, and the common ratio is 1 whole number 1/4. So who can tell us from what we've seen so far, how do you determine the common ratio for a geometric progression? Who can help us? Samuel, can you try? Samuel, can you try?
Not really.
I can't hear you. Okay, let me.
Not really. I don't know.
Can you try?
Yes, sir. You divide the second sequence by the first one.
Perfect. Perfect. That's how you determine it. You just divide the second one by the first one. If you do 18 over 3 over 6, you'll get 3. Or if you do 54 over 18, you get 3. So once you divide the second term by the first term, you get what will be the common ratio. So the same way, if you divide 24 by 16, you get 1 whole number, 1 over 2. So that is how you get the common ratio. And the first term you can get by just noting the first term, yes. So it's as simple as that. So having known how to determine the common ratio and having known how to determine the first term, now let's talk about other important things on geometric progression. Now we'll talk about the nth term of a GP. How do you calculate the nth term of a GP? The formula for calculating the nth term of a GP is the first term times the common ratio or to power the nth term that you're looking for minus 1. So this is the formula for calculating the nth term. So let's say you want to calculate the ninth term of this very series. That's the term that will come ninth. This is first term, second term, third term, fourth term. The ninth. How do you calculate it? You can, since you're considering the ninth term, the n here will be 9 and n here will be 9. A, which is the first term, you already know it is 6. R, which is the common ratio, you already know is 3. So you now put 9. 9 minus 1 is 8. Then you sort out, you get your nth term. So it's very simple. Now, apart from the nth term, there is another thing that is very important to solve, which is the sum of the nth terms, the sum of the terms of a GP. So the formula for that is Sn equal to A into bracket Rn minus 1 all over Rn minus 1. We all know what A is. A is the first term, R is the common ratio, N is the number of terms that you're looking at. So that is how you calculate that. That is how you calculate that. So with that, we are going to try this. We're going to try this example. The example says the 8th term of a GP is 640. The 8th term of a GP is 640. If the first term is 5, find the common ratio and find the 10th term. The 8th term of a GP is 640. If the first term is 5, find the common ratio and the 10th term. So that is an assignment. Please make sure you do this assignment, submit to my WhatsApp. Do the assignment, submit to my WhatsApp. Please, everybody should screenshot the video that you are having so that it will give you an insight to solving it. Okay. So that is GP. That is GP. So if you finish playing this video, as I have here, you will see where I solve the problem. But I'm not going to solve it for you because I expect you to sort it out. So you can see the way it was solved. The 8th term, you all know the formula for the nth term, AR to power n minus 1. So since it's the 8th term, 8 will be here. So 8 minus 1 is 7. And we know that the first time, they told us that the first time is 5. So you make R, which is the common ratio, the subject of the formula, by taking this 5 over here. 640 over 5 is 128. So you now find the 7th root of 128, which is 2. That becomes your answer. So that is it. This is an expo that I just gave you now. So note the two formulas that I gave you, which is this one. This is the nth term of a GP. And that's the formula that was used in solving this. Then also the sum of the terms of GP. Those are the two most important formulas in GP. Oluwaseye, are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Chika, are we clear on GP?
Yes, sir. We are.
He said what?
Yes, sir. We are.
Okay, so we are done with GP. We started with sequence. We needed to understand what a sequence is before we started GP and AP. So we're going to look at AP now. AP is the last thing we are looking at today. Okay, we've covered geometric progression. Let's look at arithmetic progression. I wouldn't know why they didn't put this here. Okay. In case if I'm not able to see it here, we'll take it from. Let me see first. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna quickly open it up on YouTube. So how many people wrote more today? Did anybody write more amongst you? Chika, you did not write more. Oluwaseyi, did you write more?
I did not write, sir.
Samuel, did you write more?
Yeah, right. Sir? So how do you say?
Okay, so I'm gonna reshare the other screen that I have now, the one that has the AP. Okay. Or is it what is already? Please, are you seeing the AP? Is it what you're seeing already?
Yeah.
Oluwaseyi, what are you seeing on the screen now?
Arithmetic progression.
Okay, so that is what we are looking for. Okay, so we can see arithmetic progression AP is a linear sequence, or you call it linear sequence. It's a sequence in which the increase or decrease between any two consecutive terms is the same throughout. And the increase or decrease is called common difference. For the GP, we say that the difference is known as common ratio. But in AP, you call the difference common difference. Okay, so let's take an instance. We have 5, 11, 17, 23, 29. The common difference between all these is 6, because 5 plus 6 gives you 11. 11 plus 6 gives you 17. 17 plus 6 gives you 23. And 23 plus 6 gives you 29. Now, the common difference in this sequence is minus 9, because 24 minus 9 is 15. 15 minus 9 is 6. 6 minus 9 is minus 3. Minus 3 minus 9 is minus 12. So that is the common sequence. So this is very similar to the geometric progression that we had, just that little differences. Instead of having common ratio, here we're having common difference. Now the first term for this first one is 5. First term is normally the term you see first. The common difference is 6, as we already stated. So now we need to also find the formula for the nth term, but this time around of an AP, just the way we found the nth term for the GP. So the nth term of the AP is written as Dn, which is A plus n minus 1 into bracket. A plus, you open up a bracket, n minus 1, close the bracket, D. That is the n term of an AP. Whereas the sum of the terms of an AP is n divided by 2 into bracket 2a plus n minus 1d. Well, if you're given the last term, it becomes n over 2 into bracket a plus the last term. So take note. So this is similar to the two formulas we looked at for GP. Remember, we looked at the n term of a GP and the sum of the terms, or sum of the n terms of a GP. So in that same way, we have the n term of an AP and the formula for the sum of the terms of an AP. So with that, we have this simple problem. The sixth term of an AP is 93. Given that its common difference is 6, find the first and the 28th terms. So you see that this is similar to what we had before, similar to what we did before for the other one. So this is our YouTube channel. The name is Tclassified.com. If you're following us, it's also good. You go to YouTube, type Tclassified.com. You're also going to see our videos there. It's very, very rich. Most of the things on our YouTube channel, they are not ready on Educate Africa yet. But we're moving them slowly. So if you also want to get as much as you want, make sure you know about Tclassified.com. And once you're there, make sure you click the subscribe button and the bell icon. So once you are here, you will see one subscribe button somewhere here. You subscribe, click the bell icon so that anytime we release any video, you'll be the first to see. Today we'll release some videos on mock and other things. So it's very, very important that you know about it. Okay, so if I play out this video, the same explanation that I gave you, that is what I'm giving there. So very effectively, these videos can help you a lot. Like I said, if you find it difficult downloading these videos, you will need to talk to us. We can send through courier service to you in Flash so that you can put the flash. The flash we are giving you, it has two outlets. One you can plug on your phone like this, then you start playing from your phone. We also have another outlet for laptop. You plug on your laptop, you can start playing. So you can see, if you open up the videos, you're going to see us covering everything you need to know for your JAMB and your WAEC in a very, very detailed, most detailed way with examples. So you're going to see me stand up in the class like this with the board, explain all these things to you the way you will understand. So before I continue, the assignment we have is JAMB 2010. So you're going to search for JAMB 2010. Once you're on this our YouTube channel, inside JAMB 2010, but I'm going to still search for it and share it on your WhatsApp group. So make sure you solve all the problems in JAMB 2010. Snap it after solving on a paper. You use your phone, snap, then you send to the WhatsApp group. Okay, so if I scroll up, if I go down, you're going to see where this very assignment that I gave, where it is solved. Okay, you can see it. I'm trying to solve it now. See, term 16 is equal to A plus N minus 1D equal to 93. So you have to make A the subject. You find the first term, which is A. So you're told to calculate the first term and the 28th term. So having known the first term now, so you can now calculate the 28th term, okay? So that is it. And I'm going to be giving you an assignment. Apart from solving the past question, I want you to give me the formula for the nth term for the AP and the formula for the sum of the n terms of AP. Then the n term for GP and the formula for the sum of the n term of GP. So send me those as, or snap them, send. First of all, also define what a sequence is, define what an AP is, define what a GP is, and give me these two formulas for each of them. So submit them to the WhatsApp group. I'll be waiting for your answers. And like you all know, the assignment is 2010 JAMB. So finish it up and send to me. I hope all of us know that we barely have how long before the exam. Chika, do you know how long we have before the exam? Speaker, can you tell us how long we have before the exam? Okay, so this is back to our base, educateafricans.com. If you scroll, you're going to see the text base of the class we just did. So we have them in both video format and text base. So check it out. You're going to enjoy it a lot. Check out. How many weeks do we have before JAMB?
Yeah, less than 2 weeks.
Just 2 weeks, okay? So that means you have to buckle up. So you're doing 5 years of past questions. Very, very important. 5 years of past questions. Everybody is supposed to do it. And I can note her own past questions. Shoban has been very effective. Oluwaseyi used to be very effective, but I don't know what happened. Oluwaseyi, what's happening? What's happening?
I was not going to be able to register for them, so I left. But now I've gotten my profile code, so I should be able to register before next week.
You are not able to get what?
I thought I was not going to be able to register because they did not give me profile code.
Wow.
But I've gotten it now.
Okay, sorry. So you are among those people that they extended it for.
Yes.
So have you registered now?
No, I'll go on maybe I'll go tomorrow or Monday.
Okay. Because I posted something on that on our YouTube channel that everybody, once you've not done yours, you should go to their office. So they are trying to clear it up because they know that most people are having issues. So you can see this Tclassified.com channel. I just went to this search. This is the search where you can get our content. If you search on this big place, you will not get our own. So this is where you put, just type JAMB past questions here for the year you want. You can see this 2010 mathematics. So this link now, I'm going to share it to you guys now. I'm copying it. I'm sharing it on your WhatsApp now. So once you go to your WhatsApp, you see the link. That is as the assignment you're supposed to do. To solve the whole of it, send to me. As you're watching the video, you're seeing the solutions. So the solutions are already on the video. So it makes it very easy. And if you're watching the solution on the video, you see how we solved it. We explain as we are solving. And that is the kind of content I want you to write on the book you're snapping and sending. You're not just going to say number 1 is A, number 2 is B. No, no, no. It has to be detailed solving. So even if you're not writing maths in JAMB, it's good you do it because the arithmetic progression and the geometric progression we just learned, they are the same thing for both JAMB and WAEC. The same curriculum in terms of content of those specific topics. So please make sure that you do the assignment and submit so that I'll look at what you've done and I'll see whether you're following up. Okay, so I believe we've done justice today. Samuel, were you able to move along with us?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the time for our lectures every day is 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So we have both science and arts classes. So the way we do it is that from 6 to 7, we have science. Then from 7 to 8, we have arts class. So always make sure that you join in time. The ability to join in time will help you in following us more effectively. Okay.
All right.
So I'm going to be taking my leave now. AP and GP, that's what we learned today. Everybody, please, the assignments, definition of AP, definition of GP, the formula for finding the nth term of the AP as well as that of GP, the formula for finding the sum of the nth terms of the AP as well as that of the GP. So you do that in a piece of paper on your book. You're supposed to have a book you're working with. Snap it, send to the WhatsApp group. Thank you. See you when I see you.